to just that be a never-ending process, there's still something that happens with this human interaction, which is always surprising.
Mm.
You get similar surprises from the large language models, but there's also equally surprising outcomes that happen just through conversation with people. Like where you thought this was the problem, it's not actually the problem.
Mm.
And I don't know if an AI is going to be able to go, okay, well, like you told me to solve this problem, so I'm going to solve. That whole that thought experiment about the paper clips. Did you hear about that one? Where you just you feed the AI the prompt to make more paper clips or better paper clips, and the outcome is that it destroys all humans because it needs more energy to create paper clips or something like that. I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but it's like,
that's
what's the actual problem we're trying to solve here? It's really the challenge is to try to stay on point with the problem as you move through these conversations. So look, we'll get into it. Let's get started with this. I'm going to ask it to be a team member. So I'd like you to act as a UX designer on the Leonardo.ai team. Here we go. So it's going to just riff on what it would do as a UX designer on the team. We probably don't need to meander there for too long. It's nice stuff, but we're going to move straight on to the next prompt. I'm also a designer on the team, and I'll be working with you. I didn't do this last time, but I think it's going to be important. Stop generating. Cool. Great. Because these models, for the people who haven't used them before, it is really important to give that feedback. It does get smarter. You only get out what you put in, and so the quality of the input that you bring back is really important. So I'm constantly in a dialogue where if I make an iteration and it's often a complete or really dramatic iteration on what it gives me, I usually feed it back in the outcome, like my outcome back in. So a first project will be to build a better onboarding process. Okay. So this is all building context, right? It's not, it's sort of just grabbing stuff, from the model and spitting things out on the page. Nothing incredibly interesting here. If you were, in your own time, anyone following along, it's just explaining to us, with this next prompt, our first project would be a better onboarding process, what the process it might go through to actually to build this process, right? And look, these are things we went through, understanding the user needs and goals, defining key onboarding objectives, mapping out user flows, designing onboarding screens. And so, we've done everything up to 3, right? Not doing the rest in this exercise. So let's move on to the next one. So here's some info about Leonardo.ai. So what I did was I just grabbed some copy from the website, give it some more context, just chucked it in this document. And obviously there's not, you could definitely give it more information. But in a way, I think the homepage probably summarizes things in a really succinct way anyway. So I think it's still valuable what we're giving it. It's basically for anyone who's just listening in or not focused on the screen. I just created a text version of the homepage and brought it back in. I'm going to go return. Cool. So what's it doing now? Thank you for providing me the information about Leonardo.ai. It's clear that the platform aims to simplify and streamline the content generation process for artists and designers, offering a suite of tools to create, modify, and iterate on visual assets using AI models. So with this understanding of the product vision and mission, let's revisit the onboarding process and tailor it to the unique needs of Leonardo.ai users. So